If you are over 50 and you want to make money on your own terms, well, I'm glad you're watching this morning because we just launched ReyesAI.com. It's a platform where we feature AI tools that can make it easier for people over 50 to start and build a business fast. Hi, my name is Lou Reyes, and this is Over 50 TV, where we show you how to earn more after 50. And as I said, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about ReyesAI.com. I'm going to tell you about our new platform. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you why my team and why we built this platform. And I'm also going to help people over 50. I'm going to help you by telling you how you can earn more money with this platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to go ahead and put the platform up here just so you can check it out. Let me go ahead and just switch over. And there we go. Now, this is Reyes AI. This is our platform, which you're looking at, and it is the first tool that we built to help people over 50. And there are other tools that we're building, and we're going to be talking about those in the days and weeks ahead. But for right now, what I want to do is just show you our platform. What we do is we build smart, affordable, AI-powered websites for small businesses and startups. So if you are a person, whether you're a startup business, maybe you have been in business for a little while or a long while, or you're somebody who's got a dream. You've got a product, you got a service, you don't know how to go ahead and market it well, you can use our platform. You can use Reyes AI to go ahead and to market your product. And as you can see here, what we have here is this is the home page. And then I'm going to scroll down, and what we do is we talk about our product. We talk about Reyes AI. And just imagine this. Imagine you have a website. Imagine you have your logo, your name, your brand up at the top corner. And then what you do is you talk about your product. And you talk about it, you let people know what you have and what you sell, the service, or again, it could be a product, but you let them know about it. So imagine that. And that's what we're doing here. We've created ReyesAI.com. It's our platform where we can sell and introduce all of our AI tools. And what you see here, it says why small businesses and startups choose Reyes AI. We give people reasons why they would want to choose us. Number one, if we're going to produce a website for you, we're going to give you fast turnaround time, and we can do that with AI. We can also give you flexible build options, and you can see the person there above flexible build options. That's Kish Townsend. She's one of our partners, one of my partners. And there's Scott Ernst to the right of her. And that is Scott with the camera. He's an AI and video expert. Then, of course, we also, as you can see in the far right there, it says affordable new startups. So what we do is we are building websites for folks who have a product or a service that they want to sell, and they want to find a way to market it. And I'm going to tell you in just a few seconds here why we went ahead and have created this product. But what I want to do is just show you what we're doing here. So it says here, we create smart, high-performing websites that attract the right customers and convert more leads and remove the tech stress from your plate so you can focus on growing your business. And this is what we do. We created something to help folks. And it also says what makes Reyes AI different from other web designers? Well, you know what? What makes us way different is that we build AI tools, and a number of tools that we build can help you. If you've got a business, you want to market it, well, you know what? Use Reyes AI. We can take one of the tools that we build, we can install it on your website, or we can give it to you. Maybe you put it on Facebook, or maybe you put it on one of your other social media pages. Here's an example. If you look here under avatars, save time and boost sales. Well, what's real interesting about this is we're building avatars. And avatars are something that are virtual spokespeople. And what you're going to see on Over 50 TV in the coming days, maybe even by next week is what I'm thinking, you're going to see me as an avatar. You won't know it's an avatar. You'll look at it and think I'm just talking to you like I am today. But we build tools like avatars to help you. If you want to market a product, you write a script, you go ahead and you upload you upload the script to the avatar. Then you take that avatar and you put it anywhere that you want to, any social media platform you want to put it on. So again, I'm showing you a product that you could have. And this is just a great example, I think. It's an example of a website that we can build for you. Now, this is the first, I want to stress, this is the first AI tool that we built. It's easy to use, it's affordable for sure, and it can host other AI tools that can work around the clock, generating leads and sales for you. Now, let me go ahead and I'll go through this quickly just so you can see what we built. And again, there's Kish Townsend. She also has her own platform, a YouTube channel called Kish Talks Credit. And I know a lot of folks go over there when they want help with their credit. They talk to Kish. Well, Kish is one of the brains behind this whole project that we worked on, Reyes AI. We spent a few months just building this product, but it took a lot more months before we actually sat down and started building it to really put it all together. So there's Kish. You've already met Scott in a way. You've seen his photo, but this is something, again, Matt, that I want you to imagine that you could have for yourself. And it's very easy. You can go ahead, schedule a discovery call with me, but go ahead and check out reyesai.com before you go ahead and check out the website here before you go ahead and contact me, so that you know if you have any questions, I can answer them fairly quickly. So let me get back to myself here. So here we are, and as I mentioned to you, this is our first tool. And I want to stress something to a lot of folks out there, because I know that there are people out there who are maybe a little bit nervous sometimes, and you're thinking, well, I don't know if I could do this. This isn't something that I would really be able to use or need. There are a lot of entrepreneurs out there, though, I got to tell you, that have used our service here. And I guess this is just a good time to segue into why we started Reyes AI. Well, for the past, I'd say maybe, what has it been, 7 years now? I think I've been with Over 50 TV on YouTube, building the channel up. I've got millions of viewers, almost 4 million by last count, got tens of thousands of subscribers. And along the way, yes, I have worked, and still work with small business owners and startups. I work behind the scenes as their business coach. So while I'm producing videos on Over 50 TV, I'm also coaching folks, business owners who want help, who want someone with experience to maybe help guide them, someone to bounce ideas off of. And a lot of the folks that I work with are people who are 50 plus. And these are people who watched the channel. They decided they wanted more out of life. They wanted more out of their career, and they were willing to put in the work to achieve the goal of what I would just say is financial independence, which I think most of us want out there. But one of the things that I kept seeing when I was working with these people, my clients, was that they had great businesses, they built great services, they had great heart, they were motivated, but they all had an underperforming website that looks like it was built in 2009. And that underperforming website, well, it cost them money, because every single day they were losing sales that they could have easily gotten had they had a website. So to help them, what I decided to do was launch Reyes AI with my longtime partners, Scott Ernst and Kish Townsend, and together we built what I say is smart, affordable AI-powered tools. And we built these tools for small businesses and for startups, and that, of course, includes our AI-powered websites, which is where I believe everyone should start, is get your website up, because that's your home base. That's where folks go 24/7 to buy. They can buy from you, they can order from you, is on your website. But here's the thing that I want to make sure I stress to folks out there. A lot of people over 50, myself included, and I talk to people all the time, and what I hear is that, they're a little bit nervous. They wonder, can anybody use an AI-powered website to start a business? Well, I always tell them, you know what, you don't have to be an established entrepreneur. You don't have to be a tech whiz for sure. If you got an idea, if you got a product, if you got a service, well, you know what you can do? You can own an AI-powered website, which is different from that static website that people would have for years, 2009, or maybe not even a website at all. I still run into folks who don't have any kind of a social media presence. They certainly don't have a website. But I do want to be clear when I talk about these websites that they're not built for kids in hoodies. They're built for people like you. They're built for people who have experience, who have wisdom, and people who know what they're doing, but they need the tech help. They need the tech help to catch up. Now, for the most part, this does describe the over 50 TV viewer. It does describe a lot of folks out there. Maybe you've got a little side hustle, maybe you've got a business, or maybe you're just someone who's dreaming about owning a business, but you don't have the tech chops to go ahead and do it. And that's why you can contact us now at Reyes AI. And I'll tell you what really does make this whole project different is when you work with Reyes AI. What you're doing is you're working with people who've built successful businesses from the ground up. And I've talked about Kish Townsend with her Kish Talks credit. She helps folks through her business. She helps them establish credit, reestablish credit, maybe even just take their credit and build it. But when you're talking with us, when you're talking with Kish, or you're talking with me, or you're talking with Scott, or some of the other folks on our team, because we've got other folks who are what I think are tech wizards. When you're talking with us, you're talking with people who know what they're doing. And we know what business owners need to thrive. But the other thing is, because we know what business owners need to thrive, we built this powerful drag and drop third-party platform, this website that's easy to use. We can build your website faster. We can build your website often at a much lower cost, and you're not sacrificing quality whatsoever. And that matters when you're starting over or starting fresh or starting at 50 plus. Because at this stage of life, you don't want to waste time. You can't afford to waste time. You want speed, you want affordability. And our AI-powered websites, they're built to take the tech stress off your back so you can focus on making money. And that's the whole premise behind what we're doing. That's what drives us, is to provide products that help folks. And when I started my very first business, which was turned out to be a chain of business-to-business magazines, my goal when I started this was to help small businesses learn from others, but also learn about products that they could buy, they could sell. And that's what we're doing today. We're helping folks using our experience. But I do want to say something that I think it's real important, another thing here. And I want to make sure I say it plain to everyone out there, because if you're over 50, don't let your dream get deferred. Don't let it get buried in fear, and certainly don't let it get snuffed out by somebody else's opinion. And I get folks all the time, and I know I will get someone who will watch this video and say, Lou, there's no way, we, meaning he's talking for everyone, we're not going to do it. We're too old. We can't do it. We can't learn. But you're not too old. You are too experienced to keep playing small. And a lot of folks out there, they think they can afford to be static. They think they can afford to sit still. They think they can afford to maybe even pretend that everything's going to be okay. Yeah, I'll find another job. Well, you know what this economy's like right now? No one is hiring. Almost no one is hiring. Well, I'll say this to you. The future isn't coming tomorrow. The future is already here, and AI is changing. It's changing the workplace, and it's going to change your workplace. And I talk to folks all the time. Almost every single day I talk to folks who tell me that they're concerned, they're worried about what's going to happen with their job. But I will say the people that went from here on out are the ones who adapt early. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to adapt perfectly. You don't have to adapt to the extent where everything is just going to look great. You just have to adapt early and adapt now. So if you're over 50 and you've been thinking about starting a business or updating your website, or maybe building a website the right way for the first time, well, then just go to Reyes AI and take a look at our new product. And it feels like the right fit. If it really feels like the right fit, if you're like me, you like the product, schedule a discovery call with me. I'll tell you if it's going to work for you. I'll give you an honest opinion. I'll tell you, you're not spending a penny. But I will say your age isn't a disadvantage, so don't act like it is. It's really an advantage. It's a big advantage if you use it. And with the right website and the right AI tools, you can start making money on your own terms. You don't have to work for some boss that you don't like. You don't have to work for some boss that doesn't like you. You just have to work for yourself. And you got to work at it. You got to build it, like some of the entrepreneurs that I mentioned early on here. Some of the people, because they believed in themselves and they put the effort in to build a business, to build success. And you can do the same thing if you are committed. And I believe everybody out there, if you're committed, you can do it. So give me a call, contact me through the website. Go ahead and click on the link, schedule a time with me. I'll give you some honest feedback. I'll tell you if it's going to work for you. And again, if you think it's the right fit, yeah, you know what? Let's sit down, let's talk, let's see what we can do together. But all the information you need about this first AI tool that we've built, about this AI powered website, all the information is on the website. And then talk to me and we can figure out if it's a good fit for you, and we can move ahead and move forward, and you can start becoming financially independent if you work at it. No promises, you got to work at it. Well, that's all I got for you today. I wanted to introduce our new product. We're excited about it. We're very excited about it because we know it can help. We know it can help a lot of people out there. All right, my friend, that's all I got for you today. If you like the video, go ahead, subscribe. Also, we just launched this business. So we have a website, as you know, reyesai.com, but we also have a YouTube channel called Reyes AI. Check it out. Subscribe if you are so inclined. Other than that, that's all I got for you. As I always say to everyone out there, have a great day, everybody. I'm looking out the window now, and it is still snowing, still cold here. But you know what? Let's warm ourselves up. Let's go ahead and start our own little gig or our own big gig. Have a great day, everybody.